Um, we're back again. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we're really sorry about the issues that we're having. It's our internet service provider. Not going to name any names, but we're switching over, getting new internet. We're getting a new internet provider on Tuesday, so hopefully that remedies it. Um, so far we're pretty good. Not gonna jinx that. So let's go ahead and get this started. We're gonna I'm gonna do a quick intro. Welcome to Relic Hunters. This is ChiefDucky, and we're joined again today by the other hunters. We got Joe, we've got Kyle, we've got Ryan, we got Elvira, and of course you got your boy Jason. And then we have the DM, the guy who pretty much kills us. So
hey, I am the Relic Master. Thank you.
Fair enough. So we're going to pass it over to the Relic Master so that he can beginneth our journey into the Valley of the Shadow of Death.
Look into my eyes, I fear there's nothing left. Okay, anyway, alright, so, again, I want to thank everybody that's helped us along the way. Thank my Relic Hunters, thank ChiefDucky. There's really no special thanks tonight other than all of you out there watching on Twitch, helping us on Twitter, just everybody. And I take that back. I want to shout out to Mike Jen for telling us that we're doing the Rangers proud. That made all of us smile and made all of us feel amazing. So
made ChiefDucky cry.
It did.
Yes.
Anyway, I made him look like a tough guy, but it doesn't take a whole lot to make me cry. Promise you.
He's soft and squishy. And I may be able to prove that in this game. Anyway, let's go ahead and roll that no bean footage this time. But let's roll that intro, Mr. Chief.
Oh, you mean the intro? The good intro?
It's a wonderful intro.
Okay.
Scattering relics across the globe. Centuries ago, a relic war began that nearly destroyed our world, scattering the relics across the globe. Now Lord Von Helsing has returned, and a new group of heroes must stop him. They are the Relic Hunters.
And boom, bang, boozle, we're back!
Yay! Last time on Relic Hunters. I know I went with my professional voice. Last time we found out a little bit of information, but not too much, on a couple of our Relic Hunters. Along with a villain has appeared, it looks like, giving us a list in front of them, turning into a cocoon, being opened from his cocoon, and dealing some major damage to our Relic Hunters. And we ended our last episode, our part 1, with the wonderful the page master, or the wordsmith. There we go.
Yes.
Poe the wordsmith bursting into 5 ravens.
Mm-hmm.
So we, if I remember correctly, and as I written down, we left off with it was actually Jason's turn in combat.
Mm-hmm.
We are actually going to, since this is a new episode and stuff, we're going to start a new round of combat starting with Jason. So this is a whole new round of combat. Everybody is fresh, but their health is still the same. I apologize, we do not have health meters at this moment up on the channel, but as everything sits right now, our Relic Hunter Kyle, our blue dual Relic Hunter, sits at a swell 66 health, or 76 health, I apologize. Our wonderful werewolf relic hunter, Mr. Ryan Ryder, sits at a swell sits at a swell 73 health.
Never heard of that number before.
73 health. Our phantom relic hunter, Joe Callahan, sits at a full 85 health.
Oh, hell yeah.
She has not been touched. Jason Myers and Elvira Drack are green and silver relic hunters. Our creation and vampiric each sit at 73 health as well.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and start this one. Jason, please begin with 5 ravens overhead.
5 ravens overhead. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gauntlets and I'm going to create like a shockwave, like an electric shockwave, like an EMP. I'm going to raise my hands above my head and clash them together with electric energy.
Okay. I'm going to actually have you roll 1d6, but 2 times, 2 separates. The first one is going to see if you can charge that much energy and release it, and the second is going to see if it backfires.
Okay. Okay, 5.
Okay, so you are able to charge up enough energy and smash.
6.
Okay, you are clear. Where'd my dice go? There we go. My wonderful dice. That was now roll me 2d6 plus 2, please, for your actual roll.
Okay, that is you said 2d6 plus 2?
Yes.
16 total?
16?
Yeah. Not 16. Not 16. My God, I bombed that math question so hard.
You were all good. That's why I was like, wait, what?
13 total.
13 total. Okay. You are able to smash, and it actually knocks 2 of the ravens out of the air.
Is that plus your 1 from last episode?
That I added his plus 1 in. That's why I was asking what he rolled generically. So
I'm just asking.
You're good. I appreciate, and that uses his plus 1 from last episode. Before we do get any further, the 2 ravens fall, but out of game real quick for our viewers. Again, we have our donations. If you donate $5, it will give our relic hunters a spin on the wheel. Whenever they choose to use them, the wheel can be +1 to their next roll, -1 to their next roll, or +1d6 to their next roll. So basically, it's a chosen plus or a minus depending on what they spin on the wheel of relics. Is there anything else I can think of? No. Okay. So both the ravens fall out of the sky, 2 of them. The 3 are still circling, and they're now circling directly around you, Jason. The 2 ravens are not dead that have fell, but they do fall to the ground, and they're kind of twitched on the ground.
Do I get attack of opportunity for that, or are they?
No, because you're literally standing like this. You have just shockwaved, and
Yeah.
you look like you're part of the YMCA crew.
Okay, so they're stunned around me. Okay, cool.
But who are you passing it to?
I'm going to pass it over to the other half of the Christmas connection, Ryan.
Heyo. Oh, yeah.
Heyo.
So there are 3 ravens left, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Then I'm going to press the button on my weapon, and I'm going to say Lycos Battle Blaster mode.
As you hit the weapon, it transforms, and you're able to shift with it into a. It's like I said, it's a one-handed kind of medium-sized battle axe, and it shifts into a medium to long-range rifle. It looks like basically it looks like an axe with a cannon on the end. It's very smooth. It has kind of an opening with not just a trigger; it's a full hand trigger underneath. So instead of just pulling the one finger, your entire hand pulls the trigger.
And how many shots?
It is an energy blaster at the moment.
Okay. And how many energy blasts will it shoot out at one point?
That depends on your roll.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to try and shoot at as many of the ravens that are left as possible.
Okay, roll me a d6 to see how many shots you can get off.
I'm going to use my +1.
Okay. Well, it automatically uses your +1, so.
Oh, then so 6.
Okay, so 6. Will you please re-roll me?
Natural 6.
And, okay, that's okay. Natural 6, so 7.
Yep.
Okay, I will allow you 1 shot because we are 1 die difference.
All right. Well, then I'm going to shoot. Are they like grouped in the same area?
No, they're randomly flying. They're circling Jason, but they're spread out. Yours isn't a shotgun blast; it's a single. As of right now, it's a single shot.
Okay. Then I am going to just track one down and shoot at it.
Okay. Roll me 2d6 plus 2.
12.
Okay. So let me shoot at 1. You got a 12. Yeah. You're able. One raven. You catch a wing of one of the ravens, the one you're kind of targeting, and it falls, and it actually lands right next to one of the already downed ravens. And you see them start to glow. All of you see them. Who are you passing it to?
Elvira.
Elvira, seeing that they were glowing, is going to pounce on one of the ravens, and as she makes her jump, she's going to try stabbing it with her rapier.
One of the already down ravens?
Yes.
The one that's grouped up with the other one, or the solo one?
The solo one.
Okay.
I don't have the map memorized anymore.
It's basically an open area right now. You guys are kind of grouped a little bit. Ryan's obviously back a little bit.
Used to be a concrete like porch area, which now is wooden boards with what sounds like a heartbeat underneath.
There is only one section with wooden boards. Everything is concrete. It's a very large area, and then one section has wooden boards, and you do hear a beat. Nothing's by the boards right now. So you're gonna try to pounce on the solo raven.
Yeah, and when I pounce, I'm going to stab it with the rapier.
Roll me 2d6 plus 2.
That was a 6 plus 2, and then if I'm not mistaken,
You
what
get
I
the
want
plus
is
one.
D6.
Oh yeah, you get the extra. You're the one that get the extra d6.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
Plus an additional 4.
What are you adding your +1 into overall this episode?
The +1 episode, I assumed it was the same as the last, which I thought
I'm
was...
allowing you to re-choose. It was agility.
Okay, I'm going to pick teamwork this time.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okie dokie. And what did you say you rolled with your 3d6 plus 3?
With my... I
Or
read
plus 2.
6, then you gave me +2, and then I rolled a 4 on the bonus die.
Okay, so 12?
Yep.
Okay. As you jump up and go to stab the raven is no longer there. You stab a feather.
What?
As you jump and go to stab, you literally stab the concrete, and there's now only a feather there.
Okay, I gotta stop you there for a second, Chief. So Tack just donated 100 bits to turn Ryan's battle axe into a pool noodle.
Okay, I will implement that. I will implement that soon. I promise. Apparently, Thumbtack has something against Ryan the Red Relic Hunter. So
What did I ever do to you, Thumbtack?
Kyle, high five.
Okay, back to the...
Wait, what? What is happening right now?
It's a pool noodle.
Nothing. Nothing. You got a pool noodle.
Okay, so Elvira, you stab You notice you only stab a feather. All the rest is just feathers. Nothing's there anymore. Everybody would notice now. Actually, everybody roll me 1d6, please.
Oh, God.
And everybody that has not... Okay, so Kyle and Joe, since you have not used your +1s will be used on this roll.
Okay.
6, 4, 5, 4, and a 2. Alright, Jason, you do not see this, but everybody hear this. Everybody else does. The beating that was in your heads, or that you hear out loud, starts to get a little louder. But now it has a distinct beat to it instead of just dun dun dun. Now it speeds up a little bit. Now it sounds like a very it sounds like a heartbeat like normal, but it sounds like a sped up heartbeat, like a more
boom,
energy.
Boom, 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 boom,
Like,
boom. Okay.
Oh yeah. Elvira, who were you passing it to?
Let's pass it to Joe.
Okay.
Ooh.
Joe.
Okay.
2 ravens in the air, 1 poofed, 2 on the ground glowing.
Okay. I want to try to get at least one of the ones in the air with my what was it? Bravissima whip.
Your bravissima whip. Okie dokie.
I just realized I logged in with the wrong.
Are you just gonna straight up try to straight up whip it, or are you gonna what is your tactic here?
I'm hoping that I can kind of wrap the end of it around the bird or whatever it happens to be, and kind of yank it.
Okay.
So you're not just trying to hit it; you're trying to grapple. Roll me 2d6 plus 2, just for your regular weapon. There we go. Your weather weapon. Oh, you got a 12. Okie Ow. You wrap that bird up, and he falls directly into your lap, still wrapped in. That was a tongue twister. Still wrapped in the bravissima whip.
Okay.
And he's sitting there, like, the raven is in your hand, looking up at you, completely, like, frozen. And he's looking up at you, and you see something, you see a glint of something in the raven's eyes.
Okay. Does it have, like, a color?
No, it's basically, it's very clear, and it feels like it's staring kind of deep into your soul.
Okay. Well. Hey. Oh my God. Okay. I kind of want to just poke its eye.
You're gonna poke its eye? Roll me a
The one that was glinting.
Roll me a d6.
2.
Oh no.
You're able to poke its eye because I rolled a 1. As you poke its eye, your finger doesn't hit anything, and it goes directly into the raven's skull.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh,
that's nasty. Oh, that's in character, by the way. Just that's nasty.
Yes, I know, Jason.
Why are you going around poking birds in the eyes?
It had a glint.
A glint? Anytime I see something with a glint, you don't see me poking around in its innards.
No, but God, Elvira tried to stab one.
You know, it's fair point. I'll let it pass this time.
See? Thank you. Okay.
Joe, are you doing anything else with handheld raven with no soul in your hand?
I just want to hold it.
You want to hold it?
Yeah.
Roll me a d6.
Oh shit. Is it a bomb? 6.
You rolled a 6. You notice the raven starts to shake.
Oh God.
3, 2,
Help me!
1.
Somebody! Jack?
Nope. Okay. Nobody. Everybody's waiting. I understand everybody's waiting for me. I'm counting down. Joe, you did nothing. The bird blows up in your hand. You take 6 damage.
Shit!
Oh my
And
god!
It tosses you. It kind of staggers you back a little bit. As it blows up, you see a light emit and go into the 2 birds on the ground that are still emitting a light, and the light, the shining gets brighter. I dropped the button.
The shining gets.
The shining.
Does Jason see the? Does everybody see the lights?
Everyone sees this.
That can't be good, right? Like,
Guys, I think we need to take out all the ravens at once.
I agree.
We need to coordinate our attacks and take them all out. I have an idea, and it's really crazy. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but if I charge enough, I should be able to construct a big enough field to disable the birds all at once. But I'm going to need help. I'm going to need time to... I need you guys to stall as long as you can.
Joe, since you were stabled, as all of this is being said, who are you passing it to? The only people left are good guys, which you don't know if there is any around, bad guys, and Kyle.
Kyle.
Okay.
Dean, whichever one you... Kyle, right?
It is Kyle at the moment.
Okay.
He's skinny
Yes,
and
it is.
stick-worthy.
You can do it. Do something good.
Okay, I'll try. Fucking hell, dude, you scared the shit out of me. Oh,
We have the jump scare for the evening.
Can somebody in chat please clip that?
go ahead, I don't care. That's gonna be funny.
That's funny as shit right there.
The shadow in the background.
Oh my god.
Okay, Kyle, what are you doing, Kyle?
Okay, I'm sorry for that.
You're good. What are you doing?
So you said there's still 1 bird above Jason's head, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna run towards Jason, and as I'm running, I'm just gonna go, throw me!
I
Right.
will allow you, Jason, I will allow you to teamwork this.
Okay, but it'll cost me my
But-
turn.
It is going to cost your next turn.
Well, there goes that brilliant idea.
I got this. No, I got this. Can you handle being electrically charged? You know what? Forget about it. Come on.
I was gonna say yes, since my kunai is steel. But alright, so I'm gonna run towards Jason, and as he throws me...
Before you throw,
Oh.
I have to acknowledge the sadness on the Christmas Connections face.
Ryan, I swear it's not what it looks like.
Okay, continue, Kyle.
Okay, as he boosts me and throws me in the air, I want to take the spike ball and throw it, kind of like throw it, but also like create like a tornado spin and try to hit the last raven that's in the air.
So you want to Thor. You want to
Yes.
spin the ball chain, get thrown up in the air, and hope you can lasso this.
But also, while he's spinning it, it's going to be endowed with electrical power. So
Okay. For the Jason, for the throw, please roll me. You're gonna roll 2d6, and then I'm gonna give you a +1 for teamwork. Kyle, go ahead and roll me. You're gonna roll me 2d6, and you're actually, since you're using your weapon as well, you're gonna actually get a +4 because you do have 2 on your teamwork, and you also automatically get the +2 for your weapon.
You said +4, yeah?
+4.
11.
Okay, 11.
12.
Okay, so Jason, you were successfully able to charge Kyle and launch him in the air. Kyle, you're due to your high roll, you were able to spin, and you catch one of the ravens, and it actually gets stuck on one of the spikes on the end of your spike ball, and it's electric. You hear in the air as it spins around, being electrocuted fully. It poofs. As it poofs, Kyle, please roll me a d6.
I don't like the.
Not 6.
What did you? I couldn't see what you rolled.
A 6.
You did roll a 6.
Yes, sir.
Okie dokie. You are able to still keep control of the spinning ball of the kunai, or the ball and chain, basically, along with the electricity. As you land, it does help you kind of land more gracefully, but due to the slight jolt of the electricity, I am going to cause 2 damage to you.
Aw.
Because he is not used to electricity,
Nope.
as well as his frail body being not used to the electricity as well.
Good.
Alright, so you have 2 choices, Kyle. You can either pass it to the good guys, which you don't know are there, or the bad guys.
I feel like this is a trick question. I
I feel like it is
I
a
don't know.
trick question.
I have a coin. Hang on.
I want.
That close-up of that chin, that's beautiful.
I had to get at my emotional support animal.
Good guys.
Thank you very much, ChiefDucky.
I'm sorry.
And guess what? It didn't even work.
Alright, good guys or bad guys, Kyle?
It landed on good guys.
Okay, cool.
So, as all of this is going on, Kyle gracefully lands, everything kind of goes on, the glowing gets bigger. The door to the house opens. To the castle. The door swings open and comes out a very a very large and lumbering character that you. Well,
It's Hobo Bobo.
it is not Hobo Bobo. This character looks very familiar and very fluid, but at the same time, they're covered in something. Does everybody want to roll me a d6 to see if they see what's going on?
I will.
Sure. Bradley.
4, 3, 6, 4, 4. Kyle is the only one that sees this because you needed a perfect 6 to see this.
Okay.
At the ground, you see Bob's feet. It is a very large lumbering figure, but not only do you see Bob's feet, it is covered in a very large white cowl, and it looks like somebody is sitting on his shoulders. As this figure comes out, you hear, "I will help you!
Oh.
I got you all!"
Oh no.
On top of the Bob the Blob shoulders
Oh no.
is the wondrous Gitmo, back for a return.
Gitmo?
Yes?
What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's a bit smaller than normal.
Upgrade!
Upgrade? You look more like a downgrade. You're fun size now.
Hey! Don't talk shit!
You know, you and I, we're going to have words after this, little man.
Well, then take this word. Relic Unleashed! And Gitmo fall. You see Gitmo disappear, and Bob the Blob turns into a liquid waterfall with Gitmo riding. As Gitmo rides down, he notices that there is a glowing raven pile on the ground and covers the pile. Everybody, please roll me a d6 once more. This is a defense roll, and no, you cannot use your agility.
I don't know what's going on tonight.
6, 6, 3, 6, 3. Okay. Elvira and Joe, I apologize. As the wave comes down, Bob the Blob hits the light and explodes. Gitmo flies back. And lands at the steps of the doorway. That didn't work! That didn't work! Bob the Blob is now, you still hear him talk, you still hear him moaning, there is particles of Bob the Blob everywhere, so there's purple everywhere. Elvira and Joe, you now have a disadvantage to your next roll, which means you roll whatever I tell you to roll. You roll it twice and take the lower of the two.
Gross.
Yeah.
But that's only for the next turn, depending on what's going on. As all this happens, Bob, you see Jason actually right next to you as a head goes, I need you to help me.
Bob, you need to do something!
I'm ahead.
Oh, God. Bob, I swear. I can't do anything with you around.
Roll me a d6 to see if you pick him up.
Why are you scottish?
You rolled a 5. You were able to pick Blob the Blob's head up. As you do, he finally reforms, but now he's only about 5 foot tall at the moment.
You really gotta warn me about that, Bob.
That's a very.
I tried to warn you, but I didn't know you turned British.
It's not British! It's not, I swear to God, it's not British for the last time!
Fine, Swiss cheese. Bob starts to walk back to the house very nonchalant.
Nonchalantly, you mean? And for the love of God, can you please make a different sound when you walk?
He starts running.
Oh, God.
As all of this is going on, all of you notice the light. I'm passing it to the villains now. The light shines extremely bright. It's a blinding dark light, if that makes any sense. It's like a purple, blackish, just aura of darkness. And reforming, you see Poe standing there, but he looks a little disoriented. He doesn't look fully formed. There's pages missing off his back. He's only got like 2 fingers on his hand, and then his actually part of his face is missing. As he's standing there, he stumbles a little bit backwards, and he looks at all of you and goes, I can't do this. Help! Lady! Help! Everybody roll me one more d6. And Elvira and Joe, roll me, you're going to roll me 1d6, but you're going to roll it twice and take the lower.
I got 2 6s.
Again? Return into me,
okay.
Kyle. Jeez.
I
5,
swear to
6,
God.
4,
What is
6,
going on?
and a 1. Okay, everybody is able to dodge but Elvira.
Ooh.
As this, you hear him yelling out, and above him, a dark shadow appears. And you hear a female voice come out of the darkness, out of the shadow. It's good to be back.
No, stop it.
I have to help you. You were supposed to be my trump card. As she comes down, a large thump. The beating you hear stops. A large thump happens, and out of the wooden floorboards that you guys have not taken the time to go look at or even cross, burst from the ground. And as it bursts from the ground, you see a female figure. The shadow turns into a large pendulum, just hanging by nothing and swinging. As it swings down, it hits Elvira and it hits Poe. For a total of 18 damage.
Wow.
Oh, God. She got smacked.
As all this as this hits, literally it hits Poe and it hits Elvira. Elvira, you're knocked back with that major damage. Poe is slammed up against the castle, and you see him. He's just, instead of slamming and falling, he's stuck on the castle, just right there, and he's sitting there. You see Gitmo. I gotta find my Gitmo. There we go. Sorry. I didn't mean to throw. Gitmo's laying on the ground and goes, I. Zord, on now. and then he passes out. He knows something, and as this happens, the pendulum starts to get much larger. It swings into the castle, merging with Poe, causing Poe to grow substantially. Now there is a giant, and I mean giant figure. This figure is looming, and it's Poe, but now he has a pendulum from his chest, and also in his hands he has what looks like two pendulum swords in his hand, and he's standing. He goes, "Now this is what I call even." That is the end of the first round. We are going to begin the second round, but I'm going to give all of you a chance to ask a single question. Because Bob still is not inside the castle. Gitmo is passed out, but you guys can attempt to ask him a question. And there is now an empty hole in the concrete where a female stands. We're gonna start with the question asking. We're gonna start with Joe.
Oh, okay. Well, damn.
Yes.
Okay. What did Gitmo say? Zordon?
Zordon.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay.
swords on. Okay.
Okay, that's my question next.
We threw I in front of it too.
Thankfully, somebody got my my reference.
Yeah, no, I got it.
So that I was gonna say that was your question.
Yeah.
All right.
'Cause I can't
We're
think of
gonna go
anything there.
across on my screen. Jason, what is your question?
Okay.
This can be in game or out.
What? I don't know how to phrase it, but it pertains to Bob. Like, is Bob like a relic?
Maybe.
Fuck it. That's my question. That's
Okay.
That's it, Chief.
Elvira.
What the fuck?
I couldn't hear what he asked at all, but I want to ask a more personal question, which is, how thirsty is Elvira?
Roll me a d6.
That is a 2.
Okay, you are extremely thirsty. The sword has drained a little bit of your surplus blood supply. So,
That's not good.
next, Kyle.
How much does Bob know? Does he know like as much as Gitmo does, or not?
He is the house guardian. He may know a lot. He may know little. Ryan.
So are we asking you a question? Or are we asking...
You can ask out of game. You can ask the DM, or you can ask in game and ask one of the characters around.
I'm going to go up to Bob's head.
Bob is a 5 foot tall blob now.
Oh, okay.
He's almost
Great.
at the door.
Great. I'm going to point up to the big thing up there and go, how are we supposed to fight that damn thing?
He looks at you and looks at the house and looks at the female and goes, she knows. And then he continues to walk in the house.
Oh, what the fuck?
I will.
I walk
You
to the
what?
woman. I walk to the
Oh.
woman.
Okay, you have no more questions, but I will give you all conversation time real quick. The female that is, she's basically in next to the opening that she appeared out of, and she looks at you. She looks over all of you and goes, "I guess this is your tasks now. Do you know how to
Task?
beat it?"
Of course we don't know how to defeat it. He just turned into a 15-foot monster, you wee nag.
Wait, when the hell did you turn Scottish?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
You'll find out out of character. You'll find out in due time.
Yes, she will.
I like Scottish accents, so you're good.
She turns and goes, "What did you call me?"
Listen here, you old nag. Tell us how to defeat this monster, or I will shove my gauntlets so far up your ass, you'll taste Zeus for a month.
Oh, honey. You think I'm terrified of your overreaching. I have control of your entire gargoyle clan. You think I'm afraid of you? And to defeat him, just look deep inside.
One question for you.
Yes.
Do you teach yoga? Because you sound like my old yoga instructor.
Maybe you'll ask Drac. He showed me his moves.
Enough.
Does anybody have any more questions?
What do you mean by dig deeper inside yourselves for the answer? What do you mean by that?
Just as she said, dig deeper. Think of using the relics.
As she says this, can Kyle just stop and think of what has all happened, what conversations that Dean has had with him, and he just touches where his brand was, the tattoo or whatever, and just touch it and see what happens?
As you touch your tattoo, your brand, you feel a power start swelling up inside you, and your buckle starts to glow.
Do any of us notice this?
Everybody else roll me a d6 to see if you notice. It looks like you're about to say the Pledge of Allegiance, by the way, Kyle. 3, 1, 4, Jason, 4, 5. Okay, everybody but Elvira sees it.
Elvira's personally distracted at this moment. The only one who has a chance of knowing what it is probably Jason.
Hey,
my
Kyle,
God.
what are you doing?
I'm waiting for everyone to see what happened.
No,
So,
I'm asking you a question. What are you doing?
In game.
In
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, we're always in game, Kyle. Always in game as the voice.
My bad. Something just kind of popped in my head. She said, reach deep inside, and when all this first happened, I got this like weird brand tattoo, whatever you want to call it, on my chest. I just felt like I needed to touch it.
Weird. Okay. So I reached back, touch mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Also,
Ryan.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I got confused. Is it here or on the arm?
Left bicep.
Oh yeah, baby.
Joe, what are you doing? Yours is on your thigh.
Yeah.
Okay. I got this. Is anybody informing Elvira what's going on?
Elvira!
Yes.
Touch yourself.
Here? I mean, there's a lot more money. Oh, okay.
Are you fucking kidding?
Just the perfect toss to SoundCloud over Elvira.
Oh, am I?
Is anyone else doing anything? Everybody's just touching themselves, right?
Yeah, for lack of better words, yes, we are.
Alright,
you also said that my buckle started to light up.
Yes, everybody's buckles are now glowing except Elvira.
Ooh.
I want to take my buckle out, and you said we all heard Gitmo say Zords online, right?
Yes, Zord's on. But yes, Zord's online.
So I want to take the buckle and just go, Zords online.
As you do this, literally the ground starts to shake, and above the castle, the top of it opens up.
Oh shit.
And out of the top of the castle comes a very blue and elegant looking creature that flies. It has ginormous wings that are one's light blue and one's dark blue, It is completely cut in half by the colors. It flies around. You see, it's a 2-headed dragon.
Oh.
It is very mechanical looking. As it flies around and goes to swoop down, you notice one head is, again, very elegant, very looks very very prestigious, like holding its head, and the other one just looks like it actually looks almost like a broken piece of machinery. It's one eye's kind of hanging down, the other one's kind of turned side, the whole head's kind of turned sideways, jaw's kind of dislodged. And it swoops down and lands next to you. It's extremely large and about half the size, well, actually 3/4 of the size of the large figure that is looming above you, the evil villain Poe.
So since I called it and all that whole event had happened, do I feel like a personal connection with?
You do feel a bond with this mechanical creature. All of you see this. Elvira, you see this. And just to inform all of you as a flashback, Elvira did inform you guys whenever all of you obtained your brands that she had a mark as a tramp stamp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, as long as you guys know this.
That what?
Elvira has a tramp stamp.
Oh,
That
well,
formed that was where her pain was, and she informed you guys of that in the first episode.
She was very upset about it.
Yes. So what is everybody else doing right now? Basically, this is a free moment.
Is that gonna happen for all of us if we say those words?
What the hell do you think, Shrek? And I touch my buckle. And I say,
Donkey!
I say, Sword Online.
As you say, Zord Online, out of the barn on the side of the castle, the rear doors open up.
Is it a red barn too?
Yes, it is a red barn. No, it's a black barn. But the rear doors fly open, and it's it's almost as large as the castle, and the ground doors open, and you see a wolf jump out, turn, and go, and jump right next to you. It doesn't look just like a regular wolf. Looks like not just a mane, or not a mane, but it looks like it has spikes running from its forehead. Looks like a mohawk all the way down its spine, and the tail of it looks kind of like a spear. But all of a sudden, you see sparkles around the tail, and it turns into a pool noodle.
I don't
There you go, Thumbtack. It's not the axe, but it's workable.
It's such a pool.
Joe, Jason, and Elvira, what do you...
Zord Online!
Okay, as you say Zord Online, the back door of the castle opens again, and Frank stumbles out, looking real shaky. He's electrified, and he starts to grow. As he starts to grow, he starts to mechanize, and you see Frank as a standing Zord.
Frankie boy, is that you?
He does not speak. You feel a connection, though.
Okay, okay.
He's very, I hate to say it like this, he's very Minecraft looking.
You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
And then also going to say Zord Unleashed.
Wait, what are you doing?
She's touching her tramp stand that she acquired, scowling a bit and saying Zord Unleashed.
As you say Zord Unleashed, you see from the edges of the castle, literally you hear, phew, and you see shoot out from both sides. It looks like boomerangs, and both boomerangs come around and clash together. As you do, you see a bat, a very large, it's a bat mechanized vehicle, and it swoops down and literally hovers next to you, or above you.
She wants to try and jump into it.
I'm gonna swing over to Joe. Joe, would you like to say anything as all this is happening?
Yeah. Zord, arise! Or
That
what
is
is it?
fine. Hey, that is
Okay.
fine. Zord Arise is fine.
Zord online. Yeah.
There you go. As you say Zord Online, literally the graveyard starts to shake and split open. Out of the graveyard, you see a very majestic figure, a mechanical figure arise just slowly, and it has one wing that looks like a mechanized demon wing, and the other that looks like a mechanized angel wing. And it's completely black and white mixed. It looks kind of like a yin-yang-esque mixture throughout. And it's it stands up like it's its own sword and bows and extends its hand for you to climb in. Elvira, we're jumping back to you since you were the first one to say you wanted to jump in. You jump straight up. Roll me a d6.
Oh no. Well, that's a 1. And then that's also a 1.
No, you're no longer doing you're no longer covering the goo. That was just for one turn. But
Okay.
you roll the 1, you jump up and hit your head. As you hit your head, you slash back down. You take 5 damage from clashing back to the ground, and as you do, the bat lowers further, opens up a hatch, and then it pulls you into the Zord.
Can I jump in my Zord now?
Yes,
I would like
roll a
to as well.
all of you do not have to roll a d6. The only reason Elvira did was because she tried to jump straight up and didn't try to interact with it. You all are you're jumping in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, everybody roll me a d6 except Elvira. Where are you? Elvira, where'd you go?
Oh, sorry, 5. Ah.
I don't know where I went.
5, 4, 2. I'm at 6. I was moving. Okay, so Kyle, you're the only one that rolled a 2, correct? As you try to jump in your twin-headed dragon, Dragonzord, TM, you jump in. Roll me a single d6, please.
I'm scared.
I'm scared for you.
Oh.
You roll a 4. Okay, this is going to be fun. You are currently you are in Jekyll mode. So you are you are thin framed and whatnot. You rolled the hide side of the dragon.
No!
As you jump in, the kind of very disfigured mechanical dragon head, because you jump into that head, starts flailing, and you kind of lose control of the dragon and fly off slightly. You are now away from your team and kind of flying in midair. You're lucky
boy.
you can fly. Everybody else passed. You guys are able to, Joe, you were able to climb into the hand, and it puts you into the helm of the Dark Angel Zord. That's what I'm going to call it for now because I can't think of a name. I believe I'm going to call it the Dark Phantom, but that's for later. Ryan, yes, hand up.
As I get into the cockpit, reach out and say, "Nice stereo," and then sit down.
The inside the Zord goes, stereo? Okay. And then all of a sudden you see the pool noodle whip around and it looks now like a pool noodle laser.
Hell yes.
So,
I will not let you down, Thumbtack.
Jason, you are able to jump in, and as you jump in, not only are you inside Frankenstein, you see his head sitting on the console next to you.
You know, Frank, this is the closest we'll ever be, and I'm okay with that.
I'm not just the head, and you see the head slightly lean down, and on top there's a giant red button on his head.
I'm going to press the red button now.
Oh, you are?
I'm going to push the red button.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
roll me a d6, please. If you beat me, you will be fine. If not, we're gonna have fun.
Ta-ta!
Re-roll, because I rolled a 6 as well. I rolled a 6 again. As you hit the button on Frank, Frank goes, no, no, no! Oh, no. The button presses down into his head. You feel your seat start to shake. The top of Frank opens up. The top of the Zord Frank opens up, and you are ejected directly out of the roof.
Oh, not again!
You take 10 damage as you land flat on the cockpit.
Damn it! Damn it!
What's funny is the rest of us know better.
Out of game, yes, you know better. In game, you do not.
Nope.
So I'm back in the cockpit? Like, I eject out and fall right back in.
You eject out of the cockpit, and you are now on the concrete with the Frank Zord behind you.
Okay. Don't press the right button.
And you took 10 damage, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, now, we're actually gonna start with the evil person, because now we're in combat. The evil person sees all of this happening, and he tries to step back a little bit, but as he does, he backs up into the, we're gonna call it the Dark Phantom Zord. And bounces off. Joe, I will give you an attack of opportunity. What do you want to do? Again, I did not, and I apologize for the life of me, I did not paint up a console. The console is very much more simplified this time than it was in last time, guys, out of game.
Thank God.
Good.
And now we wait.
Nah, it's very simplified. I've got it right here.
I know. I'm just goofing with you.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, where'd the camera go? Here we go. Okay, the center, the box with the X. That is a opening that you can place things.
Okay.
The circle here, that is the big red button you not touch.
Don't touch it.
As Jason found out, that is the eject button.
Yeah, that happened.
This is an open button. It is a very large button, but it is the color of each of your Zords. Those are 3 random buttons. You do not know what it does. This is a very large button inside of a button that has, it looks like a combination of all of your symbols.
Oh, okay.
Can everybody see this? Is chat okay with seeing this?
I can see everything except for what's on the left side there. Is that a circle with a square in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That one has all the symbols, and I will draw this better on paint. I apologize, I forgot I was gonna.
And then after, I'm gonna toss in this for the viewers as well. Once we get the images for like the maps and everything digitized, or whenever they get sent to me, I'll make separate scenes so that we can show you guys what the maps look like briefly, let you get a good idea of it, and then we'll beam back to the active game.
Heck yeah. Love that.
Right, sounds good. Okie dokie. But that is your Joe, whatever you would like to do. Because this is your attack of opportunity is what I'm giving.
Okay. I wanna, is there a relic or anything I can put into the box with the X?
As of right now, you have nothing but your own relic, and you can attempt to, but it looks like it doesn't fit.
Damn. Okay. I want to press the middle button on the very top.
Okay. The center middle button, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, the center is the middle. I'm losing my mind. I apologize. I was like, wait, I think I just repeated myself. Anyway, as you hit the button, you feel the Zord kind of change, or not change, but you feel it shake a little bit, and you feel liftoff. You see the villain in front of you lower, because you are now in the air flying.
Woo!
That is the activate ability button.
Oh,
Each
hell yeah.
Zord has a different ability. If everybody would like to write that down.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So you're now flying. We're going to go back to the villain's turn because he backed up a little bit. he now takes both swords. He doesn't turn around as he backs into you, but he swings forward because in front of him is Ryan in the unnamed red werewolf Zord looking thing, and also Frank is standing in there along with the bat on the ground. So he's actually going to swing at Frank and Ryan. Frank, I'm going to go ahead, Jason. I'm going to let you roll for Frank, even though you're not in the Zord.
Okay.
This will not damage you. This will damage your Zord. Your Zords have 200 health.
Okay. 3.
What'd you roll?
A 3.
A 3. All right. I'm gonna give you a +2 on that since Frank is very bulky. He's gonna get a +2 to defense on that.
Okay. So 5 total.
Okay. And we will the rolls will increase whenever you're in Zord. Ryan, roll me 2d6. Because he's in his Zord, he gets the 2d6 instead of since Frank is basically standalone right now. He's ahead in the cockpit.
6.
6. And that's out of 2d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that is statistically.
Yes, it is very average. Not high enough to beat the roll. So he slices, and as he slices, he hits both the Frank and the wolf, knocking the Frank Zord into the wolf, dealing 6 damage to you guys, which is not much as of right now.
Okay.
The pool noodle cushioned my fall.
Okay, Jason, will you, as a hunter, will you please roll me a d6 plus your defense for dodge?
You said so. That's +2, right? I get +2 to defense.
+1, since this is your ranger, not Frank.
Okay.
Or this is your hunter, not Frank. My bad.
So yeah, it's +1.
Yes.
6.
Okay. You are able to dodge out of the way of Frank falling.
Well, I hope to God I do. That's insta-death.
Okay, now I will allow you, still the villain's turn, but I will allow you to attempt to get back into Frank.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna fucking...
Okay. He, this time, as you get, after your dodge, you get up, see a doorway on the side of Frank's ankle. It looks like it enters an elevator up to the top.
Okay,
Easier access than jumping.
Yeah, I'll take the elevator, please, Gaston.
In Relic Hunters, we like ease of access. Hey, I know, I'm sorry.
Ew.
Anyway, the evil villains are actually going to pass it to the only working, well, no, not the only. We're actually going to pass it to Kyle. Kyle, you were kind of flying uncontrollably out in midair. What would you like to do?
I'm screaming my head off since it's out of control.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on.
In the cockpit next to the center button, the center empty hole, there are 2 handles for controls. I forgot to actually put manual controls in there. There are controls in there. You have 2 joysticks.
Okay,
Again,
so
ease of access for the Relic Hunter.
I'm gonna try to regain my balance and grab onto the control joystick.
Okay.
And try to stabilize flight.
You're gonna try to stabilize?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a d6. What'd you roll?
Lord. 6.
6. Well, you're slightly lagging on my screen, so you're gonna have to please announce what you roll, please. But since you rolled a d6, you are able to stabilize, and as you stabilize, you feel your chair pulled out of that cockpit, and now you are in the center of. There is a slight little, not a big bubble, but a slight little bubble at the base of the necks of the dragon's heads that you now sit in. You are now on equal balance with the Zord.
Okay.
Still same cockpit, or still same controls in the cockpit.
Okay. And then my character will not know what any of these buttons do yet, correct?
No. Not unless Joe has told you what the center one is for. Because you guys are still on comms.
Okay, so I'm control panel in front of me. I see the middle button, the 3 rows, the one all the way to the right. That's big red, and then the left or whatever. I'm just gonna be going. Okay, guys, there's a lot of buttons. Jason,
Okay.
do you know what's going on?
Kyle, I pressed the middle button up at the very top, and now I can fly.
I'm already flying, so I hope this does something. And I want to do this.
You
wanna
hit
hit
the
the-
middle top?
Correct, the top middle.
Okay, as you hit the middle top, you feel also your Zord start to kind of transform slightly. And since you can see out of your cockpit, you see both heads slam together and form one head in front of you. You're now a single dragon. The small arms on the side literally pull out of the side. You are starting to turn into an actual a fully functioning humanoid mech. The only problem is your wings fold into your back. You start to fall. Roll me 2d6.
Oh shit, son.
Oh no.
8.
Would you roll?
8.
As you start to fall, I will give you a free action to either hit another button or try to do something.
As I'm falling, where exactly am I falling? Am I near enemies, or am I far
You're
away?
in the middle. You're in the middle of air. Good. You're good. Easily 500 to 600 feet out off of the castle.
Oh, okay. Okay. Since it's Kyle, he's gonna start panicking. He's gonna hit the top middle again. See if it.
Okay. As you hit the top middle again, it transforms back into a dragon, and you are able to fly again.
And he's panicking.
Who are you
Okay.
passing it to? 'Cause
Okay.
that is your turn.
Okay. So, because I know that something had spoken to me when I said nice stereo. So I'm gonna ask, whoever you are you okay?
I am fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Okay. So we need to get back up and we need to fight.
You're in a wolf. Why don't you try acting feral?
Feral. Okay. So,
As he says this, the button on the top right starts to glow.
ooh, okay. I will press the top right button.
As you press the top right button, your wolf Zord decides to leap forward, jaws open, but instead of just fully leaping, you feel a little push. All of you but Kyle, see this. You see, it looks like the wolf has jet propelled himself forward off of his
hell
back
yeah.
legs and directly at the at Poe. Poe is unprepared. Go ahead and roll me this will be the first attack. So go ahead and roll me 3d6. And since this you're catching him off guard, this will be for damage. You do not have to roll for attack for this.
All right. 16.
Ooh.
Okay. You are dealing 16 damage to the only endeavored Poe.
What are Poe's life points right now?
You do not know.
Okay, I was gonna. Okay. Okay, what's.
To end my action, can I make sure I maneuver the Zord maneuvers in a way where it pool noodle hits him in the face?
You want to hit? Okay. As you dive, well, the button basically causes him to try to latch on. But since you're wanting to pull noodle, he will basically he will bite. And as he bites, your tail end, we'll say you maneuver the sticks and you whop him with the pull noodle.
Yeah.
It does knock him off balance, and he falls to a sitting position inside the grave, destroying multiple gravestones.
No! Oh, that's sad.
Good job, Ryan.
As the multiple gravestones are destroyed, will everybody, except Kyle, because he is not at the castle, roll me a d6?
5.
6.
Okay,
If the
Elvira
virus
rolled a 1.
Oh.
Going to die. She needs to drink.
Wow. No, this was not actually for damage against you guys. As this happens, this is where the 13 from after the show comes into play this time.
Oh no.
The 13 of the graves have been destroyed.
Ooh.
For every grave destroyed, Elvira, since you were the only one that rolled low, your next roll, or your next 2 rolls, are a -7 and a -6. So basically,
Jesus
depending on what you're rolling, you're going to roll a 0.
Oh. Damn.
All right.
I apologize, but that is the curse of 1.
Well, on the upside, since I've been consistently rolling 1s all night, we're going to have our first negative.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So Ryan, who we're gonna say you land still. Your wolves are still gonna be at the ready. Who are you passing it to? You have
Elvira.
everybody except Kyle and the evil villain Open.
Elvira.
Elvira, you are on the. You were in your Zord. You have just now regained your composure. You're sitting in the cockpit of your vampiric wing. Is
Where
what
I
we're
wish I
gonna
had
call it.
popcorn.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Elvira's actually looking a little bit distracted. Actually, a lot of it distracted sitting into this Zord.
Elvira, you have an extra button on your dash. By the way, the extra button is at the very top of the dash, next to the windshield, basically, and it is in the shape of a blood droplet.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
I will go ahead and let everybody else know the button that Ryan pressed, although he has not allowed everybody to know yet. The button that Ryan pressed that was glowing, the top right button, is the basically. I'm trying to think of the word for it. It is the full charge mode. Basically, it's the melee attack mode of your Zord.
Oh, then I should have gotten +1.
Do what?
Saying is it's the get 'em button.
If it's a melee attack, I have +1.
Well, I will add one more. I will add for that. I apologize.
There you go. I didn't know, man.
You're good. This is me on the fly. You gotta remember that, and I will correct anything that I mess up. So.
Okay, so
It's a good
Elvira,
DM, people.
in a distracted state that she is, she's just gonna touch the blood drop button because reasons.
You want to touch the blood droplet? As you hit the blood droplet, please roll me 3d6.
I'm glad I'm rolling 3 because otherwise I might die.
Oh, I rolled to help you out, but I literally rolled 2 1s and a 2, so I apologize.
That is a 12.
-7.
Yeah, 12 minus 7. Alright, as you press the button, so that would be 5 plus 4. Alright, as you press the button, a blood bag drops out of the ceiling.
Without even hesitating, she yanks off the helmet, grabs the blood bag, and just drinks it right there.
You gain 9 life back. So you are now, your life was at,
This literally just turned into 8.
55, and now you have gained 9 life back. Life back. I can't speak. Okay. Are you wanting to attempt to lift off? Because your Zord automatically flies. That is its movement. You have no legs.
He's just gonna take the joysticks and push them forward, because in what little acting and producing she's done, she understands that you have to push forward on the joystick to go.
You're gonna put forward on both joysticks, and you're on the ground.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. Roll me 2d6.
Hold on. There is literally no point in me rolling because it's going to fail regardless.
Roll
Not
me
necessarily.
2d6.
I rolled a 0.
What did your dice actually land on?
8 minus 8 is 0.
No, 8 minus 6. You have a 2, which saves you because all I needed is I needed higher than a 1. Because instead of dragging and flipping the ship over, if you would have rolled less than or a 1 or lower, you are able to slightly take off and you run into the bottom of the foot. You are still going to take 6 damage. The Zord takes the 6 damage, not you. You healed for 9. Your Zord, which has 200, takes 6 damage. And now you are at the bottom of the foot of Poe. Who are you passing it to? You have... Actually, you only have one person to pass it to, or 2 people to pass it to left. You have Jason and Joe.
Alright, get it, Jason.
Okay, so I want to take that elevator back up to Frankenstein's head, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk
I don't
up...
know what happened, Jason. I don't know what happened.
Obviously, I don't know what happened. No, wait a minute. Are you pulling my leg? You know what? We don't have time for this. All right, so Frank, tell me, what do these buttons do?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't have hands. Being a Zord too.
Does anybody else know what these buttons do? I'm patching into the comms.
Ira says the one that looks like a blood drop, it drops a bag. Exquisite O2.
I don't have any
Oxygen?
blood.
You know, negative, right?
Yeah, O2 is
No,
oxygen.
I
Elvira needs oxygen.
Okay, Jason.
Yeah, yes, Joel.
Jason, the 3 buttons at the top. Okay,
Uh-huh.
all I know is that the middle one is to activate it.
I'm just going to believe what you say, sweetheart.
You hit the button. Frank, you feel the entire Zord start to tremble. Instead of being full Frank mode, you turn into a very, I won't call it sleek, but Frank the Zord turns into a massive tank with literally a double barrel at the top. A double barrel tank cannon at the top, along with 2 machine guns on the side that are Frank's hands.
Oh, Frankie boy, let's lay out some mayhem. Joe, how do I lay out the mayhem? Is there a button for the weapons?
I don't know.
After you hit the button, a new button to you appears.
Okay.
At the very top near your windshield appears a Frankenhead, the head of Frankenstein, only in button form, at the very top, and it's glowing. Frank goes, "Hey, it's me!"
I'm gonna touch it.
Your camera shifted.
Oh.
That was you slammed it. The camera shifted. I'm like, whoa! Oh, roller coaster ride. As you hit the button, both cannons and both machine guns start firing rapidly. Please roll me. I will allow you 4d6 on this one.
Yeah!
Jesus.
Yeah, boy!
Wow.
Oh.
Sorry guys, my phone is about to die.
Are you plugging it in?
Well, I'm on a wireless charger right now, but I'm gonna have to hold my phone like this. Apologies.
Okay.
Okay,
I was gonna say, just try to keep steady.
Trying to.
18 total?
18 total?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Since he is down, I will allow that to be your damage.
Ooh.
You slam him directly in the chest, and he falls backwards, but is able to catch himself before destroying any more tombstones. The landing on the tombstones did affect him, but you don't know how it's affected him yet. But he is able to kind of post up, and because it looks like he is not able to release the weapons he has in hand. He holds himself up, and he's able to push him back. He goes, "Oh! Oh!" And as he does, he slams his hand against his chest to try to cover, forgetting he has the blade in hand, actually taking off a chunk of his face.
Oh.
Please roll me 4d6 again for damage. I will allow you to roll for this damage.
Please, Mother Mercy, have mercy on me. 10, 14, 16.
16. He literally slices half of his face off, and who are you passing it to? Are you passing it to the good guys, or are you passing it? Because I actually forgot the good guys were still in this. Gitmo is on the ground, passed out.
I am going to pass it to Joe, and as I'm passing it to Joe, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. I go pick up my fiance. Continue, inform me when I get back.
We will. We got you, bro.
Okay. I'm still in the air, right?
Yes, you are
Okay.
flying. You're actually above Poe right now because he landed underneath.
Okay. I want to press the left top button.
The left top button. Okay. Excuse me. As you press the left top button, literally you're flying and you feel the start to shake slightly. Or not the wings, you feel your whole Zord start to shake slightly. You feel your arms in front of you, you see your hands go up, and in your hands develops two masks. But instead of being bladed like your mask as a hunter outside of your Zord, it looks like they have a line of six barrels at the edge of the masks.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
You have gauntlet shotguns, basically.
Hell yeah. And
As you press it, a button appears on your dash. A mask.
ooh.
Actually, two buttons actually appear on yours. A white and a black mask.
Ooh. Ooh.
The black mask is lit up. The white mask is not.
Okay. I go for the black.
Okay. As you hit the black mask, literally aims and fires directly below you. Roll me 3d6.
Ooh.
Different thing, by the way. Different things do different abilities in different modes. By the way, guys, and I will inform Trevor of that when he gets back as well. That's why he was able to roll 4d6 instead of
14.
14. Okay, he's below you and stumbled. Do you want to re-roll that? Or we'll give you the chance to re-roll, or do you want that to be your damage? Since that's decently low.
I'll re-roll.
Okay. Even if it's lower, you have to take it. By the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh shit. God damn. 8.
Okay. Okie dokie. It literally, you rain down fire and brimstone from above him from the shotgun mass gauntlets, and they rain fire down.
Woo!
And literally light him up, and he buckles a little bit more. He's in physical pain. Now, are you wanting to try to move, or you want to pass it to the good guys? Because that's the only ones left.
I want to kind of swiftly move out of the way, just in case he tries something.
So you kind of want to strife?
Yeah,
Toward the castle or away?
toward.
Okay. As you're able to strife, and you're right next to the castle now. you've swiveled where you're facing him, but you're right next to the castle now. Now we're gonna pass to the good guys, which Gitmo finally wakes up, now seeing all of the Zords above him, and he Wow! I want one, please. And he looks around for a second. He gets up, and you see him literally shuffle past all of the Zords. He's zigzagging. He forgets about the hole in the ground where the female came out of, and he falls into the hole. As he falls into the hole, you see the female standing next to the hole going, I never trusted that little guy. And then she follows him down into the hole.
Gitmo for 7th Ranger.
That is the end of our combat for this one. We're going to go step into the next combat. We're going actually Joe. No, that was the good guys. So Gitmo is actually going to. I'm gonna roll to see who goes. It looks like the bad guys go next because I rolled a 6 and I'm the 6th one on my channel. So the bad guys are next. He goes to stand up. He is able to get up, and you literally, where he has cut himself and being just barraged by bullets and teeth and pool noodles and everything else. You see literal blood just falling out of him. It's a pretty gory image. But he stands up, and you see him finally be able to drop the swords in his hands. He grabs the center, the pendulum in the center. He throws it into the air and goes, Relics, help me. As he throws it in the air, it becomes an even larger pendulum. Starting from the left, it comes down. It doesn't look like it's aiming for anyone except for the castle. I am going to pass this to Ryan. By the way, you do see that whenever he throws it up, he falls down, like face down, right in front of you and Jason. It looks like he's either passed out or he's almost done.
Okay.
The pendulum has a number on it. 5.
That can't be good. Okay. I'm going to look up towards the pendulum, and then I'm going to press the far left button.
The far left?
Yes.
As you press the far left button, you are still in your wolf form.
Yes.
As you press the far left button, the mouth opens up again. Are you aiming at the pendulum, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You aim at the pendulum, the mouth opens, and a cannon barrel slowly slides out. And in front of you, it looks like it's a button, but instead of being like a wolf head or anything, it looks like a slash. It looks like 3 slashes, like a wolf is opened up. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That is the button at the very top of your console. You hit it. Roll me 3d6, please.
17.
Dang.
Yeah.
That is to hit. Now please roll me damage.
Same 3.
Yes.
$14.
14?
Yep.
You deal 14 damage to this pendulum.
Ooh, nice.
As it hits, it doesn't look like it hits. The pendulum moves slightly, but it doesn't look like it has taken any damage.
All right.
Who are you passing it to?
Kyle.
All right. Kyle, before you actually start your turn, I forgot to mention, the number on the pendulum drops to 4.
What I was afraid of.
What'd you say, Ryan?
So that's what I was afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so restart after from changing back to the flying.
Yes. Would you like to make it back to the castle to help your friends?
Yeah, I was about to say, how fast can this thing fly?
Pretty damn fast.
Okay. Take control of the joystick, push forward, see how fast I can get back to help my friends.
Okay. You floor it, and you're back to the castle like that. You're able to. You still have an action left in your D&D bank, is what we'll call it.
All right.
You still have an action.
Can I still free talk?
Yeah, you can free talk.
All right, guys. Sorry, I'm back.
Well, let's see. Poe's almost dead. That has a 4 on it, and I have a feeling if we don't do something about that, we're going to be in big, big trouble.
Okay. Okay. Well, what had happened when I was gone, I pressed the middle button. I became a almost humanized Zord mech thing. I don't know what any of these other buttons do. Does anyone else have some insight of what?
Well, you haven't pressed the ones on the outside?
No, I was falling.
Maybe try pressing the one on the outside.
One's on the outside. Okay, left. So top
left?
Yep.
You hit the top left button. As you do, both heads. Where are you aiming? Actually, I gotta ask that first.
Pendulum that says number 4.
You're gonna aim at the pendulum. Okay. As both heads aim at the pendulum, you hit it. They both open their mouths and spray flame. One is a bright blue flame, and the other one is a bright red flame. Thank you.
What?
I will explain what happened whenever you get back.
Bright red. Okay.
Yep. They both hit. Please roll me 3d6. This is actually going to give you a +2.
All right, I'll let you go potty.
Oh, jerky. I know I brought it.
You said what?
3d6 +2.
2.
Kyle is slightly lagging on my screen, so
I rolled an 11.
And I wait too long. Just please let me know. You did say 11, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so 11. That is for the pendulum, since it's kind of sitting there. That's enough to hit. Go ahead and roll me damage. Same thing. 3d6 +2.
15.
15. Okay, dokie. Again, it hits. It doesn't look like it does any damage physically, and then the number drops to 3. Jason, to recap you real quick, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, to recap you, the Poe got up. He accidentally sliced off his face. I don't remember if you were there for that. He pulls the pendulum out of his chest, throws it up. It enlarges, and it looks like it's getting ready to swing at the castle. It had a number 5 on it. Ryan hit it. It dropped a number. Kyle hit it. It dropped another number. But it looks like it's taking no damage whenever they hit it. And now Poe is laying on the ground face down, but has not. It doesn't look like he's dead yet.
Okay.
Kyle, whose turn is it?
Before I throw it to, I'm gonna throw it to Jason, but before I do,
Okay.
you said someone said rain. Who was that?
Somebody said what?
You said someone they were laying down. Someone said, "Rangers, please help." Was that?
He's cutting in.
No. Yeah, I'm cutting in and out. I don't know what's going on.
No, Kyle was cutting in and out.
Oh, Kyle, you're cutting in and out, bro.
Oh, I have no idea why.
Yeah, you are lagging big time, boss man.
Yeah.
Tell your brother to stop streaming.
Are you, Kyle? Are you on?
Can you
Are
hear me
you
now?
on? A little bit.
Okay. Am I
Yeah,
getting
I can
better?
hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. You're not cutting out now.
Okay. What I asked was, did you say someone was laying down and said, "Rangers, please help me"?
No, Poe's on the ground and looks like he's not dead.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard someone say, "Rangers, please help me."
No.
He
My
wanted to know what O said as he threw the pendulum, but before he fell over. It sounded like you had said, "Relics, help me," or something, but you cut out.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
saying.
relics, please help me. Is what he whenever he threw the pendulum up, he said, "Relics, please help me."
Oh,
There
okay,
you go.
that's what I was confused about. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Teamwork.
but yes, throwing it to Jason.
Okay, so you say that the pendulum looks like swinging towards the castle, and every time one of the other hunters hit it, it's like a countdown, like a different number keeps dropping.
There's a number on both sides of the pendulum.
And what's it at
is
right
now
now?
at a 3. It started at a 5. Every time they hit it, it went down, and it's not swinging but it looks like it's ready to.
Okay, two things. I'm going to just shout inside my cockpit. Frank, do you know anything about this?
I don't, but she may.
Who is she?
Out of the you missed Gitmo's turn. Gitmo ran, fell into the hole, and the female that was next to the hole that helped you guys a little bit, and also looked like she was coercing with the villain. She jumped down to go get Gitmo. About this time, I am going to cut. About this time, you do see her with Gitmo back up top, and Gitmo's sitting here like this, and it looks like he has something in his hand.
Okay, so can I want to leave the Zord and go to where Gitmo and this random female is.
You want to leave the Zord?
Yeah, I want to like eject. Not eject! For the love of God, no! I'm not ejecting.
You want to eject?
No! Fuck that! No! I'm going to like do the typical hunter exit out of the Zord.
Yes, that is fine. You were able to jump out and not eject. You land next to this mysterious female and Gitmo looks up. He's literally tucked under her arm, and he's got a hold of something. He looks at you and looks at her. I haven't seen you for a while.
Gitmo, who is that?
Oh crap! Actually, not gonna be
Gitmo.
happy.
Gitmo.
This is Raven, the Nort Raven. She looks down at him and goes, "Don't say my name," and she tosses him to the side.
Can I roll to catch Gitmo?
Yes, roll me a d6.
Do I get any bonuses?
I'll give you a teamwork bonus. Give me +1.
Okay, so 4 total.
You were able to catch Gitmo.
Okay.
Gitmo goes, "Ha! Thank you!" And as he's kind of he's resituating himself. You do see the relic in his hand.
Gitmo, what is that?
This is the
Is this what's going to help us defeat the pendulum? Gitmo, give it to.
He looks up and he looks at the pendulum and goes, "You don't have. Take this." As he gives it to you, all of you, appearing in your hands, are these. They each have your color here, instead of the red, but they each have your color there. As they literally appear in your hands. Jason, you take the one from Gitmo. Gitmo goes, These are the trans relics. I found it down there, and I thought it had been lost. But this will help you, I promise."
What do I do with it?
"I don't know. I don't have a Zord. I was lucky to get inside lobby pants over there."
Describe what does Raven look like again? What color hair does she have? Or like what does she look like?
Raven looks like a slightly taller, very hourglass figure-esque. Basically looks like Marilyn Monroe, only a little. She doesn't look like she's aged at all. She's very young, very radiant. She's got glowing blonde hair. Basically, think Marilyn Monroe, only slightly older.
Oi, you, lass! What are we supposed to do with this?
I don't know. Gitmo's the one who found it.
Oh, forget
I
it!
looked at it and I looked down on my console, and I want to put it in the box with the X.
Okay. Jason, do you want to head back to, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I was like, oh, forget it. I'm tired of all this cryptic nonsense. And then go back to the Frankenzord and get back into the cockpit. All right, guys.
Are you taking Gitmo with you?
Yes, I am taking Gitmo with me.
Okay, Gitmo is now in the cockpit, and he is freaking out. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! Ah! And he passes out.
Gitmo! And I'm going to grab him and set him down. Just, Gitmo?
Oh, he passed out.
Oh, he passed out? No.
He passed out.
I think he'll be alright. Anyways, Frankie boy, do you know anything about this?
That looks like a really old relic.
Okay, as he says that, I'm going to tap into the comms. Did everybody else see that? Do you have what I have in my hand?
It appeared out of nowhere and it scared me. What is this?
Yeah, I've got one too.
Do any of you have an idea as to what to do with this?
No, I just put it in the center thing.
Okay.
Ryan, as you put it in the center thing, your Zord starts to shake. Good shake. And it glows.
Ooh, you're glowing! I
Yeah,
want to do
the
it.
entire you all see this Zord glowing. You see Ryan's Zord glowing.
Ryan, what did you do?
So I put it in the center thing.
The center thing. Alright.
Boom. Boom. As each one of you sets it, you hear you hear the heartbeat again. And all of a sudden it stops. All of you are now glowing. Frank goes, I know what that is now. I know what it is.
Frank?
Respond, Jason?
Yeah. Frank? What's going on?
Frank's head is right next to you. You're talking to
I know, I'm looking around. I'm looking out of the visor.
Oh, okay. He goes, that can't be.
Frank, spit it out already.
That's the Hunter Megazord.
Excuse me?
All of you need to shout out, Hunter Megazord. Oh, wait. No, rewind. Hunter Megazord Unleashed.
Did all of you catch that?
Yeah,
Alright. Hunters, are you ready?
let's do it.
You want to do a countdown, Josh, or?
3, 2, 1.
Hunter Megazord! Unleashed!
Woo! Sorry if that was loud on your ears, guys. As all of you shout it out, this in your central console starts to shine a light. All your Zords literally start to shake and transform and pull together. As this happens, I'm going to I gotta stand up at least slightly, or at the edge of my chair. Frank, or Jason, your Zord, Frank, literally starts to compact into, and your legs get slightly larger. You turn back into the Frank Zord instead of the tank, into the humanoid version. Legs, you see Kyle, your Zord flies in next and start basically, you fly in, the wings pull back, they're still sticking out, and they fan. And then you land on top of the legs. As it does, you basically become more, not box-esh, but you become the torso. The two heads fold in, but they still are visibly shown on the chest. Then you see Ryan, your werewolf, jumps up along with Joe. You see your Dark Phantom Zord comes in, and they morph and turn into Ryan, yours is the head and the right arm. Joe, yours turns into the left arm and the wings, and as the wings grow out, they lock in with Kyle's dragon wings on the bottom. So top is a demon on the right and an angel on the left, and the bottom is two different colored dragon wings that link together, and they shift into one set of wings.
Wow.
as all of this happens, you see the vampiric Zord literally fly up, disconnect, and both the right and the left hand grab, and it looks like now thinking of two, what are they called? They're not tonfas, but basically they're two like L-shaped daggers that have blades on each, and that's
I know what weapons you're talking about. I don't know.
yeah,
I forgot the name of them.
They go down the side there. I guess they'd be, but without the top half.
I got you.
Yeah, and that is Elvira. That is what yours turned into, and all of you are now in the central cockpit in the head in the visor. The head literally, it starts off as a wolf head, and literally the wolf head folds down into the chest, and as it does, you have a very a very classic looking Zord head. Basically, it looks kind of like a helmet, but it looks like very fan goggles type thing, but it's sharp. Again, this is where I wish like I said, this is all on the fly cast or fans, but I do apologize. No.
Dude.
If anyone's good at some fan art, I'd love to draw this.
Yes.
Your
Yes,
guess.
please.
Okay, so that's what the face of the Megazord looks like?
That is a rough drawing, yes.
Okay.
It has more stuff than I'm actually showing, but for a quick drawing at the end of the episode, I'm drawing it, so.
Okay,
Okay.
it works. It works.
Alright. As all this happens, now, it's a very long center console, and all of you have a different setup. It's almost the same setup. You have the 3 buttons up top that are now blank. They don't have any wording on them, like as you were pressing them earlier. You have your trans relic in the center still, and on the bottom there's no buttons on the bottom. You literally have the 3 up top, the trans relic in the middle, and you do have an eject button on the right side. And then on the left side there is a giant, and I'm not talking about, like I said, big red button. No, this is bigger than the big red button. It looks like it has all of your Zords on it in a picture-esque button.
Well, this is new.
This is a team. Basically, now that you're all in one Megazord, you have 600 health points, and all of you act together. If you guys choose to choose different buttons, I will, or if the same button will depend on what happens. So, as a group, what do you guys want to do?
That's a good question.
Uh,
All right, guys.
James, you're the more experienced one.
I'm experienced, but I'm not experienced in this.
As you guys look up after all this changing, the pendulum's number 2.
We didn't touch it yet.
All right, guys. We have to figure out
We should
something.
deal with Poe on the ground first, right? Like, we should finish that thing off.
But he did say help us.
No,
Or
we
help.
didn't.
He said help.
To that thing up there, not to us.
What do you guys want to do?
Pendulum first.
Pendulum.
Oh god,
I
this
vote
is.
Poe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I vote Poe.
Okay.
I vote.
So,
Okay.
what is
Okay.
everybody doing?
All right. I'm still unsure how to defeat this thing. Fuck. I blanked. Damn.
Far left.
You're good. You're good. Do what, Ryan?
Far left button, everybody.
Far left button.
Far left
Far
button.
left.
Far left button.
Far left.
Far left.
3,
Alright.
2, 1.
Everybody hits the far left button. As you do, you see the Tonfa-looking blades come up. The hands come up and toss them. Where were you guys aiming?
Oh,
Poe.
Poe. They aim at Poe, and as they hit Poe, they stick into him. All of a sudden, you see Poe rise up. Like, it stabs him directly in the back. He rises up and goes, "No!"
Yeah.
A big explosion happens. You get your weapons back. Poe explodes. As that happens, you see all the damage that you've done to the pendulum already start to appear. There's holes in it now.
Thank
It starts
God.
to warp. All of a sudden, the number goes from 2, and it disappears. All of a sudden, it starts to shake and come down. You guys are standing directly in front of it.
So it's solid
As this
mass?
Do what?
It's solid mass?
It is a pendulum that is held up. There's basically held up. It's just the pendulum getting ready to swing. And literally, you see it start to swing at you guys. What do you do?
Press the big ass team button.
Press the team button. Fuck it.
Press the team button.
Team.
Is everybody pressing the team button?
yeah.
Yeah.
Click. As the team button is pressed, you feel or you see, and all of the Megazord pulls up, clasps the two bladed Tonfa weapons together, holds out in front, and all of you see in front of you, you see words appear. Relic powers commit, or either relic power attack. There we go. I knew I was forgetting something.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Relic power attack.
3, 2,
2, 1.
1.
Relic power attack!
As this happens, and your Zord actually gets blown back against the castle. A giant wave comes out of the Tonfa bladed weapons, and it starts to spin, hitting and completely shattering the pendulum.
Oh.
As pieces of the pendulum fall to the ground, stabbing into the ground, you see a big explosion, and below you hear, "I didn't think you had it in you." And then you see in front of you, you see a shadow disappear of literally looks like a flock of ravens fly in front of you and fly off. Behind you, you hear the door open. Of course, it's down below. All of you hear this inside the Relic Megazord. You hear behind you the door opens. "No, she didn't. Son of a..." And you hear the door slam. You would recognize it was Drax's voice.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little sad. That would have made a great prop for like 4 films I'm working on.
Enough of the films. What did your dad mean by no she didn't? Are you hiding something from us?
You
Well, he's
think
gone.
I know
He shut the door.
anything about my father? You, of all people, think I know something about my father.
Before the relationship went to shit, Elvira!
You have lived with my father more than I have. You know, recently speaking anyway. He asking you this question. What is he up to?
Like I know anything. I only go to my room and then I go out on missions that he sends me on. I know just as much as you do when it comes to your father.
Well, I know in addition that he is a shit. So that's all I got.
Gitmo, help! They're fighting again.
You see Gitmo wake up on the floor behind. Oh, oh my god! He gets up and starts running around. He looks at all of you and goes, "Did you kill it? Did you kill it?
Yes, Gitmo, we did.
Then let's go inside." And you literally see him jump over all of you, like little Superman leap over all of you. There's a door behind you, through the door, and as he walks through the door, he turns back in a very Looney Tune-esque sequence, and he goes, "I forgot the elevator was on the bottom."
Oh no, it's okay.
I believe he'd be fine. But let's go in. We need to figure out what Drac was talking about.
What is everybody doing?
I'm getting out of this
I'm
order.
gonna follow Jason.
Yeah.
So
So we're just gonna leave the Megazord out here?
Yes.
as all of you leave, the Megazords do go back where they came from. You do now have each of you do have the trans relic with you. It basically shrinks size, and all of you have a little on your buckle. I'm gonna show this. This is a prototype. Keep in mind, on your buckle, there is a small picture of the trans relic on the buckle now.
Okay.
Dope.
Kind of like a container.
Okay.
I like it.
I want to make sure, so if we're going inside, I want to make sure I'm the last one in the door.
Okay. Do you guys want to look outside any more before you head inside?
Yes,
Already head inside.
I want to look in the hole.
Okay. As you get down, you look in the hole, and it looks like it's starting to, like, autofill itself.
Nothing special about it.
Nope.
I want to go to the graves that were destroyed. See if I can, pay respect to the graves that were destroyed.
There's only one grave that is now destroyed. All the rest, it looks like they have been fixed, or maybe it was just a sleight of hand technique. But there is one that's destroyed over there. Roll me a d6.
5.
You do notice it's been destroyed, but you do still see sections of the headstone. And since you did roll a 5, is anybody else over there with
Yeah.
Nope.
Joe?
I'll back inside.
No.
I'll be with him. Yeah.
Okay, Kyle.
I was gonna try to go see if I could find that scroll that had all those names on it.
Okay, we will get to you, Kyle, in just one moment. You're not with them, but Jason, Joe, and Ryan. Ryan, you've already rolled. Jason and Joe, will you please roll to see if you see what's on this? And I'm gonna add yours together to see if you guys combine to see this. So 6, 5. Jason, as long as you rolled more than a 2, you're safe. Okay, you're good. As you guys look down, between the three of you are able to piece together at least 3 initials that are on the headstone. L, V, H.
Does this have any significance to you? Just look over,
Well, didn't we meet somebody with those initials?
Helsing. Yeah.
Von Helsing. Oh, yeah.
But
Wait. Is this Von Helsing's grave?
Why would he have a grave in the cemetery?
Here, on the grounds, on the hunter grounds. Drax.
You would notice, Jason especially, you would notice there is a part of a symbol on this grave. It is what at least looks like the bottom section of the Order of the Gargoyle symbol. The symbol that is on your chest.
I'm gonna take off my helmet. I don't know why I gave myself like Darth Vader sounds. I don't know.
Lord Von Jason.
Wow, thanks. Yeah, no, I'm not the fucking bad guy. I'll be a great bad guy, thank you. Anyways, back in character. Drax hiding something from me. First we find Von Helsing's grave, and now he has a piece of the symbol that's on my chest. Something's not adding up. Something's not adding up! And then I'm just gonna start, just shaking, and then I'm going to rear my leg back, ready to kick the tombstone. If any of you.
Does anybody want to stop him?
Jason, stop.
Joe, you don't understand. Drac is hiding something from me about my history. I can barely remember anything.
Well, then let's go figure it out.
He's hiding things from all of us.
It's gonna help.
I'll be damned if I'm lied to anymore. And then proceed to full on just kick the tombstone.
Okay, roll me a d6.
What falls off? It's the 1.
Did you roll a 1? Yes! You decide to kick the tombstone as you do. Wow. This comes back from last episode. Your foot connects and disconnects at the knee and you fall forward. As you fall forward, you fall into the grave that was behind the tombstone. The grave covers itself in. Ryan and Joe, please roll me d6s. Joe and Ryan, you both are pulled inside of the castle. Ryan, you take no damage. Robin, you take 4 damage.
Damn it!
Before, as all of this is happening, Kyle, we're gonna jump to you real quick, and I will get back to what is happening to Jason. Kyle, you want to look around for that scroll?
That had all the names on it, yeah.
Okay, it is on the ground, but it looks like it's kind of been torn up because of all the zords and everything else going on.
I want to try to at least find all the pieces, or if it's just in 2, just grab the 2 pieces.
No, it's in shreds.
Okay, I want to try to grab as many pieces as I can.
Roll me a d6.
6.
You're able to grab a majority of the pieces. You don't get all of it. But I will say you pick up a majority of it, and as you do, it looks like it starts to kind of heal itself. But there are a couple spots missing, and then the scroll rolls up, turns into something really tiny, and then goes into your belt buckle. And then as this happens, you are pulled into the castle as well. Elvira, you're already in the castle. Jason, again, as you do that, you fall into the grave, and the grave covers you up. Right now, you are out of this. You do not know where you are. You are still alive, but nobody else knows where you are. Everybody else is sitting in the dining room, and that is the end of our episode.
Woo!
How can I roll so shit for such a big dramatic moment? That build up!
You see, your anger isn't gonna get you anywhere.
Apparently not.
You decided to kick the tombstone and fell in!
I'm sorry that I'm mad that I literally... You know, this is not really country group therapy.
What I wanted to do, because I wanted to wait to be the last person in to shut the door, I was going to look at the sky and go, quote the Raven, nevermore, and then
Yeah. I like it.
but it didn't happen.
Okay.
Hey, you can blame the other half of you. Who
Oh.
betrayed you this episode?
No, there's no betrayal. Okay, let's take a few steps back.
He's this way in my key. This guy, right there.
Yeah. Wait, me?
No, me.
Oh, him. Oh, I forgot. I'm different situated than that.
Right. I'm looking at the live stream, so I'm like, yeah, that guy
Yes.
right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I am gonna show again this prototype of the belt buckle, aka the morpher, so that the audience can see. It is not done as a prototype. It will have the symbols, and more symbols will be added as more relics are obtained. As you can see, everybody has the trans relic already, but not on here. Kyle will have an extra picture on here that in game he does not know it is a relic. Okie dokie. So did everybody have fun?
Absolutely.
I did, honestly.
Great.
Okay,
I gotta skedaddle on out of here. I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
okie dokie. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Later. Hold up. Give me a second. Since he left,
Yeah, take those off.
the after show screen is messed up. You gotta give me a second.
Well, since you're doing that, I'm gonna get out of here too.
Alright. Bye, Robin.
Bye.
We'll
Bye.
see you. As Robin, since I've got my dimensions here, I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Cool.
Okay.
Pizza.
Robin, be safe. Okie dokie. So, am I allowed to say welcome to the Relic Roundtable yet?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Relic Roundtable.
Yeah, totally. Relic Roundtable. So dudes. Now I can play
Okay,
some fucking music in the background.
It is all good. Now that we are on the, two of our Relic Hunters had to leave. But since there was no spins again, is there any way, good sir, I'm not going to let you guys spin, but I'm going to give myself a spin, but I'm going to change it. The +1 is now a -1 for me. The -1 is a -3, and the +D6 is now a -D6 for me for next game. That you guys as a team get to give me at one certain point. Okay? Since there was no spins this game, and I will probably do this at every Relic Roundtable if there were no spins, or if there are spins, I may ask the chat what they want me to do. If they want me to take minuses, if they want you to take minuses, whatever happens, I'm going to basically leave up to the chat in the future, so that they can get more into the episode and whatnot next.
I don't know if anyone caught this. Chief, you did. We did gain a subscriber today. So.
Yes, we did.
Wait, who?
The Warrior Dez, which that's my good buddy Adrian, and I already thanked him. But again, thank you to Warrior Dez, my buddy Adrian, for subscribing tier 1 to the channel. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Dez. I did
Speaking
not
of
see
subscribers, just let everyone know, as soon as we hit 30, we are going to be doing a giveaway of MMPR number 28, the variant cover. So
I forgot to do that at the beginning. I apologize. I was just excited about ending part 2 of the Pendulum Swings. So hopefully everybody had fun in their Zords, gaining a new relic. Thanks to Gitmo. Honestly, if stuff would have went differently, you would not have got to use the Megazord this time. But luckily, you guys played just right and rolled high enough that you were able to get the Megazord. So usually on the third series that we watch, Rangers and Sentai, they don't get their Megazord this quickly. But I want to change things up with Relic Hunters, and I'm going to throw snowballs and curveballs and fastballs and big balls at you. So, balls galore at my Relic Hunters. Member ease of access.
And that's the end of the stream. Goodbye, guys.
So, again, since he was on and off tonight, here is the wonderful small Mo, the small Gitmo. He does have a large scar on his eye. And here he is. Trevor, is there someone next to you?
That's Iron Man.
Oh, well, you looked over and I wasn't sure if somebody was there.
No, I'm looking at my camera. I'm still like, I look yellow. I look like a fucking yellow starburst right now, and I'm not thrilled about that.
Fine. You look fine.
It's these light bulbs, Marty. I swear.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like that on the stream. You're fine.
Yeah.
I kind of figured, but. Mercy.
So does anybody in the chat, anybody in do you guys have any questions for me?
Yeah, I actually had a question for Jason, since the whole Scottish accent thing. What I'm assuming is, for his character, since he's pieced together, right now his vocal cords are from a Scottish person. That's my guess. Is this true or not true?
I don't know. That's up to the DM to discuss.
That's up to me.
Well, I mean, how much am I allowed to discuss about my fucking characters, like entire?
This is your character. If you start to cross the line, I will yell it.
Okay, so yes, so for those watching and wondering why I kept switching between accents throughout the last 2 episodes, the first episode I was a normal voice. Second episode it was kind of Britishy, and then this episode is Scottish. Kyle, you are correct. Because Jason has been pieced together, he's been, mind you, when I say pieced together, it's not just, he's been the same pieces for like 100 years or whatever. Anytime that any of his pieces, like, either completely decay or they get damaged, they have to replace them. So throughout the years, there's at least hundreds of body parts, hundreds if not thousands of body parts, both inside and out, that leads to Jason not necessarily knowing who he truly is, but because of all the transference, he doesn't remember what his real voice is. Like, he doesn't know exactly like how he originally sounded.
He's got the leg of Big Bird. That is why he lost it. He kicked the gravestone, and now he is legless. He's one legless.
I'm legless, really.
But hey, when you're in that grave right now, top, because as they got pulled out, they were not able to grab it. I did not. That's why I just pulled them in. So your leg is technically on the top of the grave for now.
Oh boy. Okay. But yeah.
All right, Captain, ladies, I'm out of here. I gotta go. Gotta work in the morning. I'll talk to you later.
See you later, guys.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
And it's down to 3. By the way, Trevor, you put nerds in the Sprite. You asshole. I just hit one.
I was waiting this entire time.
I kept like chomping. I'm like, I'm not gonna stream by chomping on some freaking nerds. I'm just.
Oh, so another thing. As we were rolling the intro, I got a text from my brother. That's why my camera froze.
Mm-hmm.
But I waited for the intro to roll before I answered. You got so mad.
Yeah, I did. I started flipping you off. I was like, wait, I at the stream on Twitch, and I'm like, okay, what the heck's going on with Kyle? And I'm like, screw it. The stream's still running. I'm gonna flip him off.
To me, that was funny. Another thing that was funny was my freaking brother scaring me. I'm glad that was clipped.
Yes.
That was hilarious.
That was fucking great.
So do you guys have any questions for me?
Not at the moment. I mean, I do have like, there's nothing that I can't just discuss with you on a day-to-day basis or whatever. But but like on stream though, most of the questions I want to ask you can't really answer because it pertains to the identities of certain people. So I mean, it's going to be a vague and convoluted answer. Like who was the Raven chick? Like the fuck was that about?
The Raven chick is actually in Scabbard. She is a character that I have on Scabbard.
Motherfucker,
You will know this character. I told you to read it. That's not even this time. I told you whenever.
I know. Also, Adrian, I know this is on stream, but Adrian wants to know if you want to play some Jump Force.
Oh heck yeah!
Okay, there we go.
Kyle's like, I'm jealous. Kyle, do you have any questions for me, brother?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. I have a question for both of you.
What's up?
Okay.
Why do I get scared when he laughs like that? We are off stream. We are not playing anything.
Yeah, I know.
Trevor, aka Jason, since you are in the grave, what are your thoughts while you're sitting in the grave?
Fucking why? Like, the entire time, like, Jason right now is going to feel so embarrassed. He's going to be like me. Like, that's a part of the personality that, like, IRL that Jason has. Like, if I'm getting super mad at something and I, like, want to beat the shit out of it. Like, let's say, for example, if I'm about to get into a fight and I throw a punch and the guy, like, just swats it out of the way or, like, punches me in the throat or some shit, okay, I'm going to be hurting. But when I get up, my pride's going to be hurt even more. I'm like, no one speak of this.
Okay, and Kyle, since your character and real life name are the same, what does your character think now that you see that the relic kind of gets absorbed, now that the scroll has been absorbed into your morpher/butler?
Well, since he doesn't really have much knowledge of relic hunters or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they all noticed that the transformation relic, trans relic, got it shrunk down, and there's a picture of the belt buckle, and he saw the same thing happen to the scroll. He's definitely going to have a lot of questions when he sees like Drac or Gitmo or anyone going, what's this extra picture or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I had no idea that was going to be a relic. I'm glad I looked. So
hey, you know from Dimensions that I leave things purposefully outside and to do with stuff. So always basically play my games like you would a Kingdom Hearts game. Search every nook and cranny. Even if takes an extra 5 minutes. If I want to cut you off, I'll suck you into the castle. I'll have you get killed. I'll have you get sucked into a grave or fall in after kicking something.
Yeah.
I don't think that was directed towards me at all.
That was because you got sucked into the castle. Ease of access.
Stop with the ease of
That
access.
was the lesson for this episode. Relic hunters always have ease of access.
Apparently.
But I do want to say that since Kyle had his very first like actions and like essentially his very first fight, and yet he felt so empowered
Without Dean, yep.
without Dean, he's going to feel a little bit more confident in himself, but that will gradually progress throughout the whole entire series. So
I'm hoping.
Episode 2, you saw like how he was very scared, very timid, and then from this episode he charged into the fight and had a plan.
What do you think of your Zord, by the way? Both of you.
Boy, give me a fucking tank!
Heck yeah. I knew you'd love it. Dude, you already knew Frank was going to be... But you didn't know I was going to give you a dang tank. And then I can't believe you pressed the transformation button out in the middle of nowhere.
I didn't know what the button was.
No, you didn't. I'm glad of that. It made for some pretty entertaining, so...
It's like, oh, sweet, I'm flying.
Is the chat scrolling down on Twitch? Because I'm not seeing anything after...
No, that's it. No one's talking right now.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
So, I believe chat is done for the night.
Okay. Do you, again, before we do get off here, thank everybody in the chat.
Yes,
for
thank
the new
you,
subscriber,
thank you.
everything. Again, I want to thank everybody that's helped us out. I want to thank. I've got several things in the work, or in the pipeline right now. That really the phone's dead. I was going to use the phone to look up somebody's name, but anyway, I've got several pipelines for you guys, for Relic hunters, for my hunters, that should be extremely fun. Again, one of them is the morphers that I'm creating basically here at home with the help of Uchiha Enchanter, which is Trevor's wife, and she's helping me with all that and whatnot. So, that's why my pocket decided to block the phone. But I'm really happy with how this is going on in the chat, and you guys, my themselves, please give me constructive criticism. We are always open to it. If there's something wrong with the stream, yell at us. If there's something wrong that I'm doing, offending somebody, I'm going to take it into consideration. And if I feel that I have wronged somebody or offended somebody, I will change it. If not, if I don't feel like I'm wrong and nobody else has said anything but that one person, don't be butthurt. We're going to go on with our game, and we're going to have whether this is on Twitch or not, all of us are going to have fun. This is a fun game for everyone. Granted, we are adults sometimes, so I do understand if you don't want to let your kids watch us. I would not like that to happen because my kids watch us. But that's why there isn't a lot of cussing. There is some. There isn't a whole lot of cussing, not overly done. There's not a lot of profanity. There's not a lot of nudity, obviously, because we can't do that on Twitch. But I even keep the blood to them. And today we had a gory gory episode, but that was because a giant guy cut off half of his own face with his own axe. Tell me that's not going to be bloody.
That was funny.
Is there any moments from you two, from my hunters, that you guys really, really enjoyed tonight?
Ryan's reaction when I was teaming up with Jason.
Oh my gosh. How did that make you feel, Trevor?
It's my character's pluses. I'm sorry.
I don't feel like I betrayed the Christmas connection. It was pertinent to the moment because we were getting encircled by birds. And I'm glad that we have one fucking episode without Dean.
Without what? Without Sand?
I said Dean. Dean, you fuck.
Oh, I thought I heard it. Well, you cut out, and I was like, sorry.
No.
Sand instead of Dean.
Yeah, bastards will leave me for dead. I say leave me for dead. Whenever I was like, help me! No.
I do want to
Dean's a
shout out.
selfish prick.
I do want to shout out real quick. I want to shout out three names actually. One is Monty Baldwin, who is actually the person working on our artwork right now. He's done comics and stuff like that, or done. He does covers back home from Illinois. I want to give him a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Sean. Don't know how to pronounce his last name. Kueller. He is actually doing our helmets for the Rangers that they will be given whenever the time comes. And I do again. I want to holler out Adrian for the Warrior Des. I'm sorry, I shouted out your actual name on stream, but for the sub, and then Akaikon. I want to shout out Akaikon because I'm going in talks with the con chair and Akaikon that we're going to be kind of teaming up. So there's going to be a lot of good things, big things moving forward, both for Relic Hunters and Akaikon. Hopefully you guys can tune in. Akaikon does have a website and also a Facebook, and we can all help each other out. And if you guys enjoyed tonight, look us up. Have fun with us.
Yep. So is that it, Chief?
I'm all good. You're Chief.
One Chief to another. Anyways, bye guys. Have a great night. Signing off.
Signing out.